Hello dear students, very good morning to all of you. In English language we are studying the new chapter, sequence of tenses. So here we'll proceed further with rule number 3. You know very well you cannot use tenses in subordinate clause and main clause blindly. You have to be sure you use such type of tense so that you can express the desired meaning exactly. So here in last videos you all have already learned when the tense of the main clause is in past tense, we generally use tense of subordinate clause in past tense, but there are few exceptions also that already we have learned. And second, we have learned if you find the tense of the main clause in present tense, the tense of subordinate clause may be in any tense. Now this is the rule number 3. See the example here. I study so that I may pass. I study so that I may pass. Here you can see the subordinate clause here expresses purpose. Okay, so that I may pass. So here it may contain can or may. Okay, if it expresses purpose, then this clause contains can or may. Sometimes could, might as well. So see here, if you find the tense of the main clause in present tense, see, may and can will remain same, will not change. So here you have to change may or might according to the tense of the main clause. But if you find here, I studied so that, look here, I studied, this is past tense. So if it is may or can, it will change accordingly. Means corresponding, it will change into corresponding past tense. So can will change into could, may will change into might. So I studied so that I might pass. Another example, see, we eat so that we may live. If here it is we ate so that we might live. He ate so that he might not die. You have seen the tense of main clause is in past tense, then can or may becomes could or might. And if the tense of the main verb is in present tense, then can or may remains same. Now let's come to rule number 4. Just see the example. I will call you when dinner is ready. I will call you when dinner is ready. So here you can see subordinate clause begins with when. When you find your subordinate clause beginning with when, until, before, after, etc. Okay. So if you find, when you find subordinate clause beginning with when, until, before or after, so the tense of subordinate clause will be in present tense. And you have to make sure the tense of the main clause is in future. Though the sentence expresses future meaning. Just see here. I will call you when dinner, see here, when dinner is ready. Subordinate clause begins with when, so here present tense, dinner is ready. You cannot say the dinner will be ready. You cannot say, I will call you when the dinner will be ready. This will be wrong. Because here the subordinate clause begins with when. Though the sentence expresses future meaning. Here the second sentence. I shall wait until you return. You cannot say, I shall wait until you will return. Similarly, I will not go anywhere before you return. You cannot say, I will not go anywhere before you will return. In the next sentence, you will not stay here after I return. This is correct. But you cannot say, you will not stay here after I will return. Because if you find the main clause in future tense and subordinate clause beginning with until, or unless, after, before, when, then the subordinate clause will be in present tense. Now let's discuss rule number 5, and this is important also. See here, if you find subordinate clause beginning with if only, it is time, and wish that, then the tense of the subordinate clause will be in past. Okay? If you find subordinate clause beginning with beginning with either if only, it is time, or wish that, then the tense of subordinate clause will be in past tense. Just see. I wish. See here. I wish I was a bit taller. So see here. Subordinate clause, I was a bit taller, has I wish in the beginning. So here, I wish so here this is past tense. I wish I was a bit taller. Though the tense of main clause is in present tense. In the second sentence, it is time. See here, main clause is it is time in present. And here the subordinate clause, we started working, has its time in the beginning. So subordinate clause is in past tense. We started working. It is time we started working. He talks as if he knew everything. He talks as if he knew everything. As if. Here, subordinate clause begins with as if. He knew everything. So, but does he know? He doesn't know. In the next sentence, I want to ask you if you would help me. Here, the subordinate clause begins with if. If you would help me. So here, this is past tense. Though the tense of the main clause is in present. See here. Now, understand the difference between the following two sentences. He walks as if he were my uncle. Here, be careful. We have used were with he. But generally, what is the rule? We use was. But if you find in this case, if you find that this is a hypothetical situation, means, see here, means the what is expressed in the subordinate clause, this is not correct actually. The person is only supposing or assuming. Okay. So here you may use were with all the subjects, whether it is you, whether it is he, whether it is she. And the example I give you, she walks as if she were my daughter. But actually, you are looking at her from the distance. And when she comes near you, then she is not your daughter, she is someone else. It means you're just only assuming. See the difference? He walks as if he were my uncle, but actually he is not my uncle. When the person comes near to you, you find the person is someone else. But when you saw from the distance, he seemed to be your uncle. His walking style was just like your uncle. In second sentence, he walks as if he was my uncle. It means the person was your uncle. When he came near to you, really, he was your uncle. Well, dear students, I hope you have understood sequence of sentences. Now, from now onwards, you'll use the rules of the sequence of tenses while writing or speaking. Now, I'll send you PDF pages also for your better understanding, and I'll send you a worksheet also, and you'll do this. So, till then, bye bye.